Right, so in this lecture we are going to solve this question in which it says that you have to find the derivative of 1 divided by x cubed. So first of all, according to the steps shown to you on the right side of your screen, we have to let this function that we have to basically convert this into a function, okay? And after that we are going to place our increment, or you can say the change that is being applied to the independent variable and of course to the dependent variable. And after that, to solve it, we are going to move this factor y to the opposite side, the right hand side, okay? And after that, we have to put this value of y into this equation. After that, we have solved approximately 2 or 3 questions related to derivatives, and all of those questions what we have done is that we have combined these terms together, okay, by taking the LCM, and after taking the LCM we go towards the rationalization, right? So nothing new today. We are also going to combine these terms by the process of LCM to solve this further, okay? So I'm going to take an LCM over here, and if you know that this is the LCM present over here, so this would be x cube and this would become x plus delta x cube, right? And to simplify it further, you know that this cannot be simplified, of course, it would become as it is. And x plus delta x, this is a cube and this can be expanded by the cube formula, okay? So what is the cube formula? Let me tell you about the cube formula. It says that a plus b cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. All right, so what would be our a? This would be our a and this would be our b. So according to this relationship, we are going to convert this thing into this thing, right? So x cube plus 3a square, what is a? X square and delta x as it is, plus 3a, that is x, and delta x square because it says that b square, okay, plus b cube, that is delta x cube. All right, and in the denominator we have the same thing, x cube, x plus delta x cube, right? Now we are going to multiply this negative sign into the thing which is present inside the brackets. So x cube minus x cube minus 3x square dot delta x minus 3x dot delta x square minus delta x cube, and in the denominator x cube x plus delta x cube. Alright guys, now we can just simply cancel out these things, and if you take a close look over the things which are present over here, you can see that there is a delta x, also a delta x, and again a delta x, which means that we can take out delta x common. And I've told you in the previous videos that you have to simplify this equation or whatever the derivative is given to you up to the point where you can take out delta x common. Once you can take out delta x common, you can simply divide it by the opposite side and you can move towards the fixed step, right? So right here, I'm going to take out delta x common, as well as you can see that there is a negative sign which is being applied to everything present over here. This is the negative sign, this is the negative sign, and this is also a negative sign. So every term is present with a negative sign. So I'm going to also take out negative sign common, and what I'm going to get is 3x square. As you know, there's only one power of delta x present over here. Now plus, because you know that there's negative, negative, positive, then 3x, and there's 2 powers of delta x, right? And we have taken out only one power because we have to factor out the thing which is present in the least power form. This becomes delta x plus, this negative, negative, positive, and delta x cube. However, there over here it is delta x power 1. So 3 minus 1 square, so square. And in the denominator, we've got the same thing, right? And this is our delta y. Now, this is the fifth step in which we bring delta x on the both side and we divide. Now we are going to move towards the sixth and the last step, and that is applying the limit, right? And you can see that I have applied the limit over here, and you know that wherever this limit is being applied, we have to put a value of that limit which is given over there. So here over here it is 0, and so this becomes 0 and this becomes 0, so these two terms are cancelled out. You know that these are being multiplied, and 3x times 0, anything multiplied by 0 gives the number 0. So what do we have? We have minus sign, then 3x square as it is, and this also becomes 0, so we get x cube and then x cube, right? Then you can simply, yeah, this is your derivative, that's right. But you can also simplify it further by taking this, you know that this is x and this is also x, so you can simply apply the property of the bases. So that says that minus 3x squared dot x negative 6, you have to simply reciprocate this denominator up to the numerator, and when the bases are same, the powers are added. So this becomes 2 minus 6, and that is minus 3x minus 4, and this can also become minus 3 over x power 4. So this is the derivative of that function, right? Bye.